guys, this is Rurouni K95 here, and hold on, let me check the camera. Hold on, let me fix that. Don't matter. This should be good enough. So today we're going to be doing a manga review once again because I have been thinking about it because we're long overdue for a manga review that I have never done one like this before, which I haven't thought of doing one like this before until now. And this is not just a simple manga review, like reviewing like a single volume manga or reviewing manga volumes of a certain favorite manga series of what you're currently rereading as favorites, or these omnibus ones. No, this is basically a simple manga review, and this time this is going to be on a collection of side stories on there, because this is the one that I wanted to talk about for a very long time as well, because which we have never done like this before until now. Like, we had to deal with reviewing manga volumes of Rurouni Kenshin, Ranma 1/2, Fushigi Yugi, and Urusei Yatsura for a while. Because of that, we're just going to have to start doing a manga review on this, because we're going to be taking a look at the manga review for the very first time that I've never done like this before until now. And this time it's going to be a collection of short stories on there, which we're going to take a look at for today's manga review. Wanted. This is a collection of short stories from manga author named Eiichiro Oda, who is the creator of One Piece, because why not? Because I have a feeling that this has been part of the whole collection of short stories on here. Some of them can be like different versions on there as well, particularly as well. Once you want to come across for checking out a short stories on there. Yeah. Just to give you headshots of this as well, for how you want to come by on this accordingly, because this is how genuine to think as well, because this is very interesting, because I just wanted to come by to this as well, because this explains the fact for this as well, because because there's some various character designs on the cover, like for the manga, like Wanted, because it's a collection of short stories on there. I never know that there's a collection of short stories on here. Yeah, because this one has the different stories on here, because this one includes the one-shot story on there called Wanted on here, because I have never thought of it, because particularly of how this has gotten to the point out, particularly of how it starts with Wild Joe, who is a bounty hunter going after the criminal named Gil Bastar, has been come for this, of how to killing too many people in self-defense, he must protect himself if he has to claim about Gil's bounty as well. Yeah, because that's the one-shot story in the manga on here, and this also includes more stories on it, like God's Gift for the Future. Yeah, especially, particularly of how, if you ever wanted to come by for this as well, on there as well. God's Gift to the Future might be this chapter, though, especially in this manga, if you take note on that as well. Because I just love the fascination on here especially whenever you come by on, for the most part as well. Well, yeah, well, technically though, let me check on here. Well, this explains why to learn for that, hasn't it? Well, God's gift to the future. It might be this chapter. I forgot to show you. If I confuse, here's this one as well. Yeah, that's particularly if we want to come by for this as well. However, for the other chapter, I noticed, if you ever want to come by for that, Ikiyako is this one particularly. That's another one as well, because, you know, I thought Ikiyako is my favorite one-shot story from this manga, though, because it's about a monk named Gukko, if it's a hard name to pronounce. He is the cowardly monk in Eiichiro Oda's one-shot in the manga as well. Gukko. Yeah, his personality in the story is basically drew its similarities to Usopp from One Piece as well, because just considering of how this Ikiyako is the only one-shot story, it's basically the art style for what Eiichiro Oda has created in that one, because monsters, well, I'm not sure about that one, because this is a lot more different than your average one-shot story in that one, because, especially for if you want to come by for this one. Yeah, this explains to the point out personally, though, because I just had to come across for these one-shot stories on there, because that was very interesting of how you wanted to come by for. This is how it's considering the fact of how this is almost as considered canon to the One Piece lore. How it was never revealed in the Thriller Bark arc until it was confirmed in Volume 47, and which is later on in a different series as well. However, version 2 of Romance Dawn, this is the first, yeah, this is the different version of Romance Dawn in that one. This is the first appearance of the main character who later appeared in One Piece, which is Monkey D. Luffy, who is the protagonist with a straw hat in that one, and including his grandfather in the one-shot story. Yeah, this is version 2 of Romance Dawn. I didn't know there is I mean, there both has been having different types of prototypes on there, particularly of how it's been intended on these, because Eiichiro Oda wanted to exclude the first version, so he had to do the different version on there, because this how it's got some different sort of changes on here. I didn't know about this until now. However, it seems to how it all makes perfectly more different as well, because he wanted to exclude the first version of Romance Dawn, which is the first version of of how, despite that this was originally published in Weekly Shonen Jump in which is issue 46, no, 41, particularly. Yeah, because this one-shot chapter looks almost has been reworking into One Piece. I didn't know about this until now, because Although I have been reading the One Piece manga, to be honest, though, because I have read about, like, approximately, like, over 80 plus volumes of One Piece on there, but I thought this is all new to me, though. But I have seen the One Piece anime, because I'm particularly particularly 182 episodes, to be honest, though, unless I could be, but I thought this is new for me, though, because I didn't know that this is almost, it looks very, I'm not sure if this is basically canon to the One Piece manga or the anime, but this is all new to me, because this is version 2 of Romance Dawn. Yeah, this is basically how it later became One Piece in that one, because although it is Eiichiro Oda's work, and it's his one-shot story, but this is part of how it became One Piece in that one, because, you know, I thought this is very interesting, because I didn't know, I just wanted to come by for checking out these short stories, and it all in one for a certain manga series, like for what Eiichiro Oda has created, because, I mean, what are my thoughts on this manga? Well, to be honest, though, I just wanted to come by of how this is how I wanted to check out some short stories on there, because when I first read this one, because, I mean, I just love the art style of Eiichiro Oda, because, you know, because he is famous, he worked on One Piece as well, because this is interesting, because I just wanted to come by to check out a certain manga series of this defined me as a manga reader, because this is all how I wanted to come by for this, because I just wanted to come to think of it for, like, accordingly, because I just wanted to come by for this particularly. I mean, there's a lot of interesting facts about this one when it comes to explaining about the Eiichiro Oda's Romance Dawn version 2 one-shot short story in this particular manga, because the biggest thing is that this has got to because he had to put version 2 of Romance Dawn in this instead of the first version of Romance Dawn in that one, because this is particularly how it features the main character, Monkey D. Luffy, before he became the staple for the main character in Eiichiro Oda's biggest manga hit, One Piece, because this is all interesting, because I just wanted to come by for checking out. I mean, if you ever wanted to read this on there, because especially if you want to come and check you out in there as well, I mean, that's first of all this as well. Second, well, this is particularly, if this all has ever got to me on this as well, because I just find it very interesting, because there's a lot more works as well. I think I enjoyed this, just like I have been reading most manga in general, by the way, though. I have seen, well, even though I have been reading over approximately 89 volumes of the manga One Piece that I borrowed from the library, but to be honest, though, I thought this manga is very new for me, because this is interesting, because I just wanted to come by to check out a manga like One Piece, one-shot story like Romance Dawn, because both are created by Eiichiro Oda, because this is how you want to come by to check out a new series like One Piece, because I am very interested of how I wanted to come by to check out the works of Eiichiro Oda, because, you know, he started a collection of short stories. Some of them have been serialized in different issues of Weekly Shonen Jump in the 90s as well. So, and he has been working on different versions of Romance Dawn, which it later became the staple for One Piece as well, because I just thought that's very interesting as well, of how you wanted to come by for this one as well. And I think I read this one because I just wanted to come by for a collection of short stories in manga as well. especially like a collection of them as well, because there's a whole bunch of the collection of short story mangas, because I just thought this is all new as well, because it's very interesting. Interestingly enough, though, particularly of how I wanted to come by for a manga like Wanted, this is a collection of Eiichiro Oda's short stories, and this has a different version, which is version 2 of Romance Dawn, because this features the character Luffy on there before he appeared as the main character in One Piece as well. I mean, for my opinion about Romance Dawn, I mean, it's a lot very common, though, because this is how it was before One Piece started it as well, particularly. I mean, I thought this is all interesting, though. Also, the one-shot story doesn't make any mentions of Nami or Nico Robin or Usopp or Chopper or any characters of One Piece, but I think that's only later on in a different series. Later on in Eiichiro Oda's One Piece, that's particularly how I wanted to come by for this accordingly. So my score for the manga, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10, because this manga is very good, though. So that's going to be it for today's manga review. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new to my channel, because I've been literally getting into the Blu-ray now. From world cinema to Ralph Bakshi films from the 70s and 80s, Italian cinema, from Bruno Bozzetto, Ruggiero Deodato, and Dario Argento, to Terence Hill and Bud Spencer movies as well. And I'm also getting into merchandise from Vivzy Pop, who is the creator on Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss as well. And I'm also getting into patches for my Battle Jacket as well, especially because I've been literally getting into the Battle Jacket update videos, which I will be doing my Battle Jacket update soon before Christmas Eve at this point, which I got them planned as well. So stay tuned for that before Christmas Eve. And I'm also literally getting into movies that are also presented in T-Check, certified on DVD as well, in case you're wondering as well. And I'm also getting into the ones I really need to get on DVD, which is Lords of Chaos as well. And also I have different types of collecting of hobbies and variety of it. Not just anime and manga in general, but I have different types of hobbies to collect. Smack the like button if you enjoyed the video, hit the notifications bell button, be sure to get notified also as well for more latest updates, just to keep notified. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Be sure to check out my anime plan or analyst, because I've been getting a letterbox, that's why. Keep it otaku for this manga review, because this is basically the first manga review to review a manga with a collection of short stories on here, especially some one-shots in this one as well, in case if you're wondering as well. And that's all I have, what I got for today for this video, because this is new as well. This is Rurouni K95 saying thank you for watching my video, and I'm glad you liked it. Hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Be sure to stay safe and stay healthy, and have a great day. Ta-ta for now for this video. This is Rurouni K95 signing off, and thank you for watching my video, and I will see you soon for more videos that I got on plan for what's in store for this one as well. And also, in addition to that, on there, I'm also getting into collecting metal albums on there, on CD and vinyl record, from new wave of British heavy metal, Norwegian black metal, death metal, thrash metal bands, a lot of good stuff. And also the discography of my favorite bands, you know, Kiss, AC/DC, and Ghost, and a lot of things like that as well. Because I've been getting into collecting my favorite albums from my favorite bands as well, especially the discography as well. We'll talk about that. That'll be a subject for another time in another video as well, in case you're wondering. So this is Rurouni K95 signing off. Thanks for watching my video, and I will see you soon for more videos I got on plan for what's in store for this video. For this one, stay tuned for more videos I got on planned as well. Hope to see you soon for more. Bye.